everybody, this is Abby Normal, and welcome back to Monster Girl Gamu. Where were we? I don't know. We left our creepy ghost grandma. I think she was a grandma, great aunt. It was something. It was one of those things. But we're going into the hallway now, so let's see what we can do. Okay. He was ready to turn back and wait for Skelly in the first hallway when he heard a noise coming from a room nearby. Skelly's mumble monster. He was fully expecting it to be something inane, but it couldn't be worse than the rest of this look around. An art room. Skelly didn't mention this. The only thing he hated more than books was art, so perhaps it was for the best. Once again, he found himself moments away from turning back, and once again, he was interrupted. This time, by a girl jumping out of a locker, walking towards the window and clearing her throat, loudly. Oh. No. Why did he keep running into girls if their head's not screwed on right? Does she not have a head? Ah! The eye catch ends and a new student is introduced, DESU. At the last second. A boy. One boy. A singular one boy, DESU. Did this suddenly become a harem series? Genre shift constantly in focusing testing. But we're airing. Could it be we're an idol show now? DESU. Is the one singular boy a producer or a love interest? A brogue. An Irish brogue. Oh! Was I supposed to put on an Irish accent? This is awkward. Not strong enough to confuse him, but distracting all the same. I don't do Irish, I can do Scottish. She'll have to have her robot voice, it doesn't matter. That isn't to say her nonsense would have been clearer without it. Far from it. You see, that's my Irish. It's not good, it's Scottish. But it certainly wasn't helping. What say you, male? Are you a producer? DESU. Why did she say DESU? She's Irish! What? Yep, alright. Repeating something that only needs to be said once, DESU. It means the listener is unintelligent. But asking for clarification when you don't understand denotes intelligence. Not understanding is idiotic, DESU. But refusing to answer until you understand is genius. Oh! Which is it, producer? Are you an idiot or a genius? Don't look at me. Abu finally figured it out. His parents had tricked him into committing himself into an insane asylum under the guise of enrolling in a fancy school. He had to hand it to them. It was a brilliant art plan. They would have gotten away with it if not for this crazy girl and her insane questions. Insane questions that would go unanswered because he was distracted by her pose. Yeah, so am I. It's pretty gross. That familiar but completely impossible pose. Ugh. He couldn't figure out how she was doing it. By all accounts, her neck should have snapped by now. Unless she's headless! She tilted, well, nearly headless. She tilted her head back further, possibly to get a better look at him. Further and further, until... Ah! I told you she was nearly headless! Oh. Her visible eye stared at him, unblinking. Despite her unmistakable death, her body continued to stand. Rigor mortis must set in really quick. That heart-filled smoke cloud seemed unusual, but Abu didn't have a medical degree, so maybe it wasn't. Nah, I'm no doctor. I'm no doctor. But, yeah, I'd say it's pretty normal. Still, what a terrible way to go. Imitating some anime bullshit. Damn straight, woman! Kids, don't do this. The burden of telling the others about this girl's death would fall off him. He didn't know her at all. If she held it... Sorry, I had to spit. If she held her position, maybe he could just leave her for someone else to find. What a pain this turned out to be. You're still here. And you didn't scream. I screamed! Producer's mental fortitude is impressive, DESU. Producer's definitely a main character. Forgive me for not realizing who you are. It's been a while, DESU. Oh shit, she's alive! Yeah. Yeah, we gathered that. That is to say, of course she's still alive. Ain't it your job to know that? You're a real shit re-up. Yeah, well, whatever, stupid. You wouldn't last one day doing what I do. Whatever, stupid! Of course she's alive. This is a monster girl school. So, she must be one of those Doolahans, like the one on that show he watched with Skelly. Oh, yeah. He was still having trouble processing the entire situation. Ah! She kept her eyes focused on him, even as she removed her head from her hoodie. He didn't know whether to look at her face or her neck. Speaking of which, the room smelled vaguely of cupcakes. Was it because of her neck smoke? Oh man, that would be delicious. Should he ask about that? Was he allowed to? Dude, it is not cool to ask about a girl's cupcake-scented spewing gas, alright? Chill the fuck out right now. All this race etiquette was going to be the death of him. Lame. What? My name. It's Lame. Producer's name is Abu, correct? Abu is a strange name for a main character. And an even stranger hairstyle, DESU. Having Protagonist really changed that much. It's alright if I call you Producer, isn't it? How do you know my name? Sure, but wait. Yeah, why Producer? Nanny. Oh, why are you saying Nanny? Nanny. It's your role, DESU. My role is Magical Maiden. Yours is to Producer. You're the single soul male in a school full of girls. Your only options are love interest or Producer, DESU. You're not my type, so that leaves you with only one of those two options. You're a Producer, DESU. You're here to protect the idols and help them with their problems. Do you see what I'm saying now, Producer? No! No, I really don't. You should stop watching TV, it's bad for you. You don't have to be a big star like me to understand what I mean. I'm still holding my head, aren't I? Yes! Mate kudasai, DESU. Wait a second. Big star? Magical Maiden? Lane? What are the chances of her being that girl from that show? Well, it couldn't hurt to ask. Something will do it right. I am the embodiment of love and hope. Justice flows through my veins. Return from whence you came, vengeful spirit. Lucky Love Link! Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what's going to happen. This is her normal voice. And then whenever she needs to say it, she will. Because she's an anime character. It's been a while since I heard that one. You saved the world weekly, and the only people who remember you are basement-dwelling lolicons. Everyone else forgets you as soon as the Moe Menace comes up with a new slice of life show. Makes you wonder why we bother, DESU. Yeah, why was the ending so fucking terrible? I watched it all! I got too attached! That wasn't my fault, DESU. It was impossible to free Lane from her prison without the support of someone who loved her absolutely. No such character existed on the show, DESU. No such character existed off the show either. So, it could only end the way that it did. No other ending. Only the single one ending. In order to even come back, Lane had to give up something important. Lane, the actress, or Lane, the character? Yeah. Yes. No! There were no characters. No actors. Only Lane, DESU. Spouting confusing nonsense doesn't make you deep, you fucking hipster. Yeah! As a hipster, I resent you! Just makes you infuriating. That is to say, Abu shared several minutes of silence with the drill-haired nutcase. The annoyingly cryptic, possible magic girl made no attempt to break the silence by explaining herself. Producer understands the importance of silence. Not many people do, DESU. Will you excuse me? It's nap time, DESU. Producer seems on the up and up. I'm less certain you'll kill us all due to bad decision-making, DESU. If the skeleton mentions it, tell her I was the one who unlocked the door. It was nice meeting you, producer. Don't be a stranger, DESU. The weird girl removed herself from his presence, and Apu left to meet up with Skelly. That was weird. That was really weird. He couldn't wait to see her again. She's actually the only normal one. Sure, she was weird, but she wasn't insufferable and pretentious like the head girl. Insufferable was a bit strong, lady. Yeah, she's kind of cute. What? No, she isn't! Well, maybe in your little sister's annoying friend kind of way. Nope, not saying it. She's terrible, and you're terrible for suggesting it. You're a horrible person. This is to say, Abu made his way back to the wooden hall, confident she'd be there waiting for him. And she was. Maybe he could count on her to be punctual, if nothing else. Oh, there you are! After helping the princess with her stuff, I get a chance to look around again and find more info. Hey, speaking of which, did she tell you about her dad? Is it just me or does this guy have a few screws loose? Yeah, I remember. Ugh. Oh, she did this cool thing with the bathtub. The water became like a little holographic telephone. It's like something out of a space movie. I'm getting distracted again, aren't I? Once the princess shoved me out of her room, I decided to go look for you. Couldn't find you at all. Did you get lost or something? Trapped in a room? Maybe we should get you a whistle. That'd be perfect. But while Skelly did find you, she did find the nurse's door unlocked. Oh, Lane goes have some values. You did it. Yeah. Lane? You mean lovely ladette Lane? She's here? You met her? No wonder I couldn't find you. What's she like? What did you do? What did you do her? She's alone. Obviously not. She's a fucking... Hey! I didn't read that properly. So? A true memory master loves all shapes and sizes. True, I did actually read that properly when I clicked it. I do apologise. DFC exists so you can be closer to their hearts. That's the whole point. We've got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity here, and I'm gonna miss my chance of finding out what Lane's breasts look like because of you. Learn to love the itty-bitty titties. Yes, itty-bitty titties. Yes. I haven't made a mental note to avoid talking about Lane's itty-bitty titties in the future. I don't mind talking about Lane's itty-bitty titties. Once again, I derailed the conversation. Well, I need to work on that. No, the nurse's office, that was the subject. The door was unlocked, so I did a little digging. Skelly found 9 folders on a desk. All but one had their contents removed. Lane has them, doesn't she? That seems like a Lane thing to do. That's definitely a Lane thing to do. What would she want with my file? She must have been in a hurry because the only papers left behind were in the copier. What was on these papers, you ask? Information about a certain Abu Loveless. Why didn't you tell me your last name was Loveless? That was so cool. Main character, cool. Why didn't you tell me your middle name is Wolfgang? Oh, no. You speak 4 languages. Why didn't you tell me that? Why didn't you tell me your mom is a duchess? That makes you royalty, right? Why didn't you tell me your dad is a senator? That's cooler than being royalty. Skelly, this is awkward. You can cook, you can sew, you've got fencing awards, you play 3 instruments. Yeah, I do. I play the xylophone. Want me to practice on you later? Yeah. Skelly's got to rethink her entire stance about you being nothing but a thug. If she had stopped verbally filleting him for a second, he would have explained the verbal fellation is exactly why he didn't mention it. He didn't want people to think he was anything other than a thug. It took him years to build up that reputation. His whole life was based around that aesthetic. It was a nice aesthetic and he wasn't willing to give it up. I bet you're super rich too. Never had to do a summer job rich. Summer jobs, sounds like poor people shit. Yeah, wait. Yeah, sounds of one. If I had to guess, she was in the process of copying files. She must have heard someone coming and assumed she'd be able to return for the originals later. Of course, that someone was you, and while you distracted her with chit-chat, Skelly grabbed the files. You're such a good team. We completely did her whole plan without knowing it was happening. Why would she need to copy her files? She's interested in me. Why did she need his files at all? It was bad enough Skelly knew what she did. Now we'd have to worry about both of the Ichabod dames. Oh shit! Do you think she'll be mad at us when she figured out what happened? Oh, we didn't do it on purpose. Oh, she'll understand, right? What do you care? You still have the file? Yeah, you still have the files? Nope. Skelly's not that socially inept. After I finished looking it over, I slid them under your bedroom door. What? I would have placed them on your bed, but you know, the hacks. It's okay. I'm sure you have a skeleton key. I've been hanging out with people far too much. I don't know what she plans on doing with all that info. Do you think she has my file? She definitely has my file. Oh, I don't have anything worth hiding if that's what you're thinking. I just feel better if I had it back. Oh, you're probably wondering about dinner, right? Well, why not? Skelly showed some initiative and cooked a few ramen bowls. I have to make a few for the princess, but she said she doesn't eat anything that can't bleed. Okay. She told me she bought dinner with her, which is super resourceful. Oh my god, is she going to eat one of her men? I wonder what she's going to eat. It's not me. A couple of those boxes in her room kept moving around. Oh no. Should we be concerned about that? Yes, we should. You keep letting me get distracted! Stop it! You gotta stop me when I do that, or we'll be here all night. Okay, getting back to the subject at hand. I left your ramen in a box outside of your room. No need to thank me, I'm just doing my part. Now if you'll excuse me, Skelly has to do some stuff. But she'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. Closer to noon than morning. Yeah, sounds like me. It's tomorrow something. She'll see you tomorrow something. Fuck, you've got to do some more. Yeah, the fuck you've got to do some more than me. Even here, Abby doesn't mince words. Skelly's got no choice but to submit to your assertiveness. There's a long list of things I have to take care of tonight. I've got to call Skelly, which is an hour or 3 of my time, depending on how many bowls he smoked. He will at some point suggest that I call Father, which I will do. If only to keep Father from lecturing me about calling him. It'll be pointless because Father will lecture me regardless. That's gotta be 2 hours at the very least. Then I've got to catch up on that show about the guy whose dick turned into a cute, cross-dressing boy. After that, it's an hour of Skelly time, and I'll be too tuckered out to do anything else. Does that explain Skelly's situation well enough? I suppose. If you want, you can call me either after midnight if you're still awake. I should be free then. Or maybe I'll call you. Someone's getting called. That's the important thing here. Well, see you tomorrow, Abu. Don't do anything silly while I'm gone. Bye, Skelly. I'm gonna not be so panicky. Anyway, I'm gonna end this part here, and I'll see you all guys in the next part. Goodbye.